Can you guys even hear me? I think so. Default microphone is this one right here. And it has some settings on it. I've got a new microphone, everyone. You're going to have to bear with me. Hold on. I have the manual for this thing. I swore I brought the manual down. Glad you guys can hear me. Not so happy that I can't seem to find the manual for this thing. Here's the little, oh, it's upstairs. I want to grab that. Yeah, Rusty. Oh, by the way, everyone, if you can pop over to, if you have Twitch, pop over there. We are so close to getting it monetized. We are very, very close. 2.69 out of 3. So we need like 6 or 7 people to be over there chatting for the entire stream, and I think that would do it. I'm gonna text my kiddo because they're still awake. Bring the mic down. It's on the kitchen. So I'll ask my kiddo. I think I got some water in my ear. Villain support with an underscore. I'm not supposed to be doing that, but oh, that feels so much better. Rainer, hi, how you doing? Rusty's over here. I don't know how to say it. Jack's there. So we have officially, it only says 1 for there right now. I know there's more of you guys over there, but it just hasn't registered yet for me. So that's weird. And while we're doing this, how do I go about fixing it? We might as well see if we can fix while we're all here, and there's not a whole lot to do today because I've had a long day, and I honestly I don't know what I'm going to be doing right now. I think we're just going to be chatting. Let's see if we can make the bot work. How would I go about making the bot work? Because we have the bots. Yeah. Log into Streamlabs. So how do I make command bot work? I'll stay over here today instead of YouTube. Yeah, today I need people over. What is your favorite list of villain supports? Dumb ways to die. That's a good one. I don't know. So as far as refreshing Twitch goes, no, it's how we stream most of the time is through StreamYard. So I can't necessarily refresh that without causing a glitch because I'm effectively streaming through the web browser, right? So let's see here. How do I get this working quick? Make cloud work on Twitch. Okay. So I should be able to do it. It's on. So how do I do that? How do I make you active? Elsewhere. I got so many people popping over. Same. I'll make an effort to drop in and watch it from Twitch from time to time. And thank you guys. And it's almost 1 a.m. Not sure how. You guys don't need to be super chatty. On top of the 2 that we have. Yeah. There's 11 people right now. You guys are gonna have to let me know how I sound compared to the old mic too. Like, is this not like? That's also right there. Get that out of the camera view. Why aren't you? Oh man, I can't. Not tonight. Getting nonstop rain. Watching anew and you sound good. That's good. Merge your primary Twitch account. Merge. That should be correct, right? Yeah. Authorize. Okay. That. Okay. Aha. Please mod Streamlabs in your chat before. How? Okay.
I don't know which menu you're talking about. Were those both the wrong ones?
Yeah, it's. I didn't say menu. I said manual.
Manual. Yeah, I said that.
Menu. You said menu just now.
I said manual.
Menu. Also, the manual for my mic. I even said mic.
Where is it?
It should have been like right next to these.
It wasn't.
It was like a little tiny booklet.
It wasn't there. Bro, keep them. I'm not remember.
I do a lot of the content upstairs because it's fucking cold. And God, no. If you have ADHD and you know where something is, you know exactly where it is, and you have kids, while you're live streaming, /mod username. Okay, so what's the username of my bot? Mod streamers. Okay. Okay. Home. Stream manager. Yeah. Okay, chat. All right. I think. Huh? Okay. Oh, hold on. I think I got it. Commands. All the commands should work. Told you.
We were underneath the soda, so fuck off. How was I supposed to see it underneath the Coke?
Why is Kiddo up? Kiddo's always up. I prevent the legal department from billing you. Yeah, that's a good one. Got water in my ears and I'm just barely recovering from an ear infection. That's not good. Don't read the fine print. That's a good one. Dress up like a wounded Nappa in front of Vegeta. That's a good one. It's Saturday. Yeah, it is. It's the weekend. They have permission to stay up. All right. Got the guide. I want to see something here. So this thing has like the fancy XLR, but I don't have a fancy sound cable stuff set up. Honestly, I need to clean my desk again and get it all set up so it's nice and organized and everything. Static single color. I don't care if you fluctuate your colors. You're all good. Also, why is the mute button on top instead of like right next to all the other controls? Next to the other controls is the lighting, and on top is the mute button. So weird. I guess it's so you don't accidentally mute it while you're doing stuff. So 5 is the gain sensitivity. That would be this right here. I can't tell how I sound currently. So we're going to go back down roughly where it was. The mic's got the Dave package. 6. What is 6? Headphone volumes. Oh, I could plug in my headphones and see how I sound. Although right now I honestly couldn't because of the way my ears are slightly clogged. And then XLR port. I would love. Anyone good for cuddles? I'm ready to use this as ASMR. You need to use this as ASMR to sleep and relax and let the sounds of the washing waves run over you. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Just watch the reverb. So the old mic was had multiple different settings for like omnidirectional, so it could go anywhere. This one can just hear this way. It's only got one direction, and I've got it pointed at me, but I speak kind of like this way. And when I'm recording, I'm going to be speaking like over here. You guys should still be able to hear me, but it might not be as bad. Napa put you to sleep. Rude. It looks like there's some additional. Oh no, that's Apple. Headphone jack and that. Install. Face it. Use the audio. Real time monitoring or controls. So I can't control the gain from my PC. Wait. But a Mac can? That doesn't make sense. No, that's just the head. If you don't want to monitor your voice, but just listen to computer audio, you can click sound. So I can listen to the computer audio through this. I can sit back and like that. That's actually kind of nice because right now I have to like connect it to this clear down here. Being able to plug it into here and listening through my microphone will actually be pretty nice. Just real-time monitoring volume of computer or headphones volume control on the mic. That doesn't look. Yeah, so that's just the headphone control. You can't really adjust the output settings of the mic. Well, I guess you can on Mac, but you can't on PC. What? Weird. Should totally have that option. I need to get a soundboard now so that I can like fiddle with stuff over here. Although I feel like that's definitely like higher industry. Jesus, mother of pearl, we have 45 people watching. 4 of you are on Cosmic. Thank you for that. 29 of you are on Villain Support. 1 of you, only 1 per who's on Facebook. I don't mind that you're on Facebook. Make a comment. You're the only one watching on Facebook. You are not there anymore. Never mind. No, wait. Maybe you are. Like pops on and off. Who's on Facebook right now? That's there. You got to speak. Ow, my tongue. Yeah, over on we got 10 of you. Kim, hey. Hi. How you doing? we got a couple people now popping on from Facebook. There's 2 now. There's 2 people now. But it was just 1. So we're trying to get on Twitch and have enough viewership. So I got to be live for at least an hour. And have you guys on Twitch, over 3 people. We're looking at about 5 or 6 minimum on Twitch, so we can get that monetized because we are so close. And once we get it monetized, it'll be a lot easier to keep. And then the next one after that, though, is the hard one. Also, so you guys over on Twitch should be able to do the commands on Twitch now, by the way. That reminds me, I can't fix that one, but that's all right. There's another chat bot that we have that's like always active, and I can't figure out how to fix it. It's just active. So we should be able to. It works. So over on Twitch, we have the mod working. We have the chat bot working. That is now working. So now everyone on Twitch can join in. Have an Acme Day. Have an Acme Day. This is part of Villain. Have an Acme Day. We retroactively built your account. Have an Acme Day. Y'all just lost the game. All of the mods are working. Cosmic Kitties. Let's talk about that real quick. So those of you may not know, my spouse runs like a sticker business and stuff like that. We are very close to getting set back up. We got the new printer. I need to get it set up. We had plumbing issues again, which has been my weekend. So like when I don't know if I told you guys we were having plumbing issues on Friday, but because it was crazy. Things are finally fixed. They got fixed earlier this afternoon, but I'm tired. Today is the last day for the GoFundMe too. I don't know if anybody wants to donate over there. You do not have to, but just in case, I'll grab that because I say the last day. I'm going to be lackluster about probably closing it, to be honest, because I'm going to leave it up tonight, and then when I get to it tomorrow, that is when I'll be closing it down. And everything that gets donated has gone to help us pay rent, pay off the bills, keep us afloat. Definitely keep us afloat. The last couple months have just been hard with my spouse when they had lost their hours. Their hours are back for now. Hopefully things won't be as bad the next time it happens. Also, taxes suck. Taxes suck so bad. I went to file taxes, and normally we get a healthy amount. We got the lowest amount that we have ever received since like being married and having both kids. This year, taxes were bad. Like, because of all you, I wasn't like needing them like as I normally need them. Like normally we badly need them. Like right now, this time I was like, we could really use them. We have a bunch of stuff to play catch up on. There's not enough taxes to pay the bills off. So, and I was like, we'll survive even if we can't pay the bills off. And that's the difference this year. Is like this year, like they would pay bills off and make life easier. This year, and in previous years, it's been we need these to survive the next year because we have to pay off a bunch of these bills and then turn around and probably throughout the year rack up the credit card debt, rack up this, rack up that. Now, we make enough money to at least get by, but things are still tight. Like we have too much credit card debt, much like many Americans. I used for like 3 months during the transition of not having food stamps. I used a credit card. It's maxed out. It's currently actually overbalanced. I just got flagged on my credit report. You're overbalanced. I'm like, shit. That sucks. That sucks really bad. I'm overbalanced by like $60 total between both cards. That sucks so badly. I have questions, but I also don't want the answer. Do you mean the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge? And do you mean you legitimately did that, David? Or are you just playing a bit right now? Should I apply for your supervillain plan, by the way? That's not political, Levi. We're not political. We're not political. But that's a funny joke. That's a really funny joke. if you think politically on one side, that's a really funny joke. I can't make that skit. I'm not allowed to. I mean, I'm allowed to, but I'm not allowed to. Yeah, I'm overqualified to run. Oh, there you go. Oh, Napa 2025. I'll probably end up with a refund that charges me more. That's so sorry. Yeah, they I learned taxes in school. Did they? So there was in my school, and I think I was one of the few students that got to take it. There was a finances class. Futures of America or something like that. Can't remember what it was. And the one that I went to, and the one that my spouse went to, Future Leaders of America, I think is what it was, were completely different. Like the one I went to taught you life skills, taught you how to balance your checkbook, how to do taxes, how to be a team leader, how to do this and that and this and that, things that you needed to learn to be a future leader of America or whatever it was. My spouse took the same class and it was just a bunch of religious stuff. And I'm like, what? And it could have been very well the difference between like where they went to school and where I went to school, but I don't know. Land of the free, go figure. Oh no, I found out when it came to taxes, the loophole thing. If I hadn't been married, if me and my spouse hadn't been married, there is a high chance we would have received a lot more in taxes, because their income wouldn't have been counted towards my income, and my disability, I would make under 35K. So my disability wouldn't have been counted. I wouldn't have gotten taxed on my disability, which is actually what hurt us. The irony. I can't make that up. I was like, I do my own taxes. I also use tax programs to make sure I'm doing things right. And last year, I found out that in my state, I live in Utah, you can't file taxes for free if you are a business. And because my spouse has a business, we couldn't use the free file. This year, entirely different thing. We couldn't use it because it simply wasn't allowed. Like, they stripped it completely from my state. We're not one of the states that gets to free file anymore at all. And I was like, we wouldn't have been able to use it anyways, but it would have been nice to have opened up the software and run the math to see if there was a better way to, I have to pay. I can't file taxes for free. We have to pay. In the state of Utah, I learned that out the hard way because I went to go file taxes and I went to go find the way to file for free. And we don't qualify for the state version of filing, which would have been just state taxes. And the federal filing for free was stripped when DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, said, hey, we're not going to allow this. And then they backpedaled in only certain states. And it's just really nasty. It's really nasty. It's nasty work. I hate taxes. I hate taxes so much. Yeah. We have to do them ourselves, too. The government doesn't do them. The government knows everything, but they won't do them. Yeah. I'm at that point, but a lot of people could use the money, too. And a lot of people go, you guys remember the child care tax credit that was given throughout the year during COVID? That was the first prime example of the government, quote unquote, giving everybody a check. Now, it was a check that they were already going to get, just instead of at the end of the year or start of the year, split up throughout the year. And they found, statistically, millions of Americans were climbing their way out of debt. And had we been able to do this like they wanted to, like there's a bunch of people who wanted to make this a permanent thing because, one, it would actually relieve the stress of the IRS tremendously. Two, they found that statistically, had it been able to go on for about 5 or 10 more years, over half of America would be out of poverty. Imagine that. Half of America out of poverty? Whoa, we can't have that. Now, can we? Yeah, it was nuts. And the reason why I learned a bunch of this is I was having an argument with a guy on TikTok that I got blindsided, and I didn't really like it. And he was putting the burden of proof on me about giving everyone a basic level of income, something that California is doing. And I was mentioning the stuff that California has done, which giving somebody a set level of income and seeing how they would do with that. And I had forgotten, beyond California and beyond a few other states, where this program was working and people were going to work. Most of them were getting out of poverty and everything. And they're like, well, show me the stats. Show me the stats. And I was like, I can't. First of all, I'm on my phone. I don't have a way to send this to you. Second of all, the burden of proof isn't on me. You started this conversation saying, this is all fail. And they started the conversation and whatnot. And I was like, no, it's actually this. But the second one that would have been so much easier would have been that one, because that's around the time that we had the conversation. And I was like, when I remembered it after getting done talking to them on the live and everything, I was like, shit. That right there was the prime example of universal basic income working on a mass scale. And it wasn't even just money given out. It was money that was already going to be owed, just paid out in advance. And it was optional. You could have chosen not to do it. And it's just mind-boggling. And now they're going to be trying to get rid of Medicaid. We're prepared for that one, at least. It's going to hurt. Like, the kids won't be going to the doctor as much. The co-pays are what's going to suck. But yeah, we are. I can actually tell you how close we are to paying off one of the bills that are eating away at us right now. Because right now, most of the money that everyone was giving me recently in the GoFundMe was going to like keep us afloat and to make up for the lost income that my spouse had. What I could put over to pay the bill, I did. $299.38 is the bill that's actually hurting. Recently, I went and got a dining table because we got tired of not having that, and I couldn't find a used one. Correction, I couldn't find a used one that somebody wanted to deliver for a price less than Amazon delivering it to me. I was like, it's a used dining table that is made of the same material, the one you get on Amazon. Well, we're delivering it to you. I'm like, yeah, but brand new, it's like $100, and you're trying to charge $100. No, I don't want to do that. And people who were selling the ones cheaper didn't want to deliver it out to where I was, and I had no way to get it. It was like fucking catch-22. And we've been not using a dining table for quite some time, and yeah, we could keep doing that. But I asked my spouse, I was like, look, it's going to cost the same to get a folding table and chairs as it would be to get this non-folding table off of Amazon. Should we just do this? And I pay $10 a month. And like, well, that's adding the bill. I was like, that's adding the bill for now. When we get taxes, I'm going to clear that out. That $299 is going to get cleared out as well. And then I think there's another like $200-$300 bill. Let me take a look here. If I can find it. Yeah. There's a 200, and it's probably less now, like 250, more likely. Between $250 and $280 bill that's going to get cleared out. That's going to save us $52. And then this $299 one, that's going to save us $131. So that's close to $200 extra per month in our pocket. That will make life a lot easier. We have way too many bills that have just racked up throughout the years. And it's the same way with everyone. Like, everyone's in that boat. I hate the fact that so many people are in the same boat as us. Keyboard smash. Find the Kraken saliva. Are you close to Georgia? No. I'm in Utah, guys. And I have to say this. I've said this before. As much as I appreciate that, there's very few people that are fans that I would let know where I'm at. One of them I have known on TikTok for a while. And I feel like I would be comfortable being like, hey, Ghost, yeah, you can, like, I know you're in the same state as I am, and you're 30 minutes away. It's not a big deal. I also don't talk to him, though. So It's really weird that it's more an association. So it's not something I've been willing to share. It's one of the things me and Chris agree on, that like there are certain things you do and certain things you don't do, and I can feel the water in there just not wanting to come out. Don't you cause another infection. I just got over one. Wonder if I can use some toilet paper or something. I keep toilet paper on my desk for my news because I'm cheap and Kleenexes cost money. Gonna get it. I swear. Got a little bit out. I usually keep peroxide and alcohol on my desk. At least I used to. I don't know where it's at right now. It's supposed to come out that color. Oh no, it's black. It's red. Oh no. No, we're good. It's the same color as it went in. That's a good one. You sand? Oh no, we're good. We're good. I'll be fine. I am more surprised. One of the things you guys remember the other live the other day when we had a fan come up here and be like, "You can do this and this with your garage." I told you the solution and everything. And I mentioned I didn't really want to use a temporary solution. And it's not going to help much because of this or that. And I didn't want to go out and get new things. I went diving since I had to move a bunch of stuff anyways for a bunch of our old blankets, like the really bad, crappy ones. And I was like, I don't know how much these are going to help. I'm going to buy some clips. I'm going to put them up and block at least one of the two doors because I can only block one of them. And I know that it's not going to be too terribly helpful. It's not too terribly helpful, but it still helps. I don't know if it's because it's a warm. It is partially. It's like 32 degrees, and I've had this thing on. We're at about 57 degrees in this area. Now I go beyond my chair. It gets cold very rapidly, so I can't really do much else. But 57 degrees and a couple layers of clothing means I'm comfortable. It's not bad. And it's better. And that's just with the electric heater. I don't have the other heater on. So we can save a little bit of kerosene and we'll be good. I hate it though, because a part of my brain is going to sit there and be like, that's now a permanent solution, even though it should be a temporary, because I'm going to forget about it. It's going to sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it. Because if I'm uncomfortable, I want to fix it. And if I'm comfortable, I no longer feel the need to fix it. It's also an ADHD thing. I need to make it so that it's not there. Yeah. I got that. I got that right there. The problem I have, I need you guys, like, if you guys send me packages, you don't necessarily have to send me the tracking information, but like you see me online or something like that, and you said, "Hey, this thing's gonna be there in a day," or "This thing's gonna be there today." Let me know that, because I'm trying to fix what's going on with my PO box. I should be getting this stuff, and it's just not. But now that I feel more cash confident, I need a good way as begging to renter after my last broke printer. That's what you mean. Bamboo Labs. And it just depend on the size of your printer, but I'm gonna tote Bamboo Labs all day long. It is a good printer. This is from the guys planning this NT. Yeah. Are you talking to me, Dark Wolf? Because like we're settled. Like I can't. We're not able. Like we're in a contract now, and plan is to not beginner level. Yeah, beginner level is still like it's super easy. Why do you keep? Now it works. Weird. Okay. There you go. So how big of a printer do you need, Ian? We're gonna go start with there. How big of a printer do you need? You were asking me. We are settled. Our main concern is rent is like double what it used to be. And then my spouse for several months lost like half their income. Now they're doing better now. But a lot of the GoFundMe money that you guys are sending throughout those months was rough. And we probably wouldn't have gotten through it nearly as easily without that. So like there's money for rent, but there wasn't money to pay off other bills. So things were stacking up really badly. So now we're trying to play catch up with it. But the GoFundMe is arguably like we need to turn that off. We are settled. We're done. I'm turning that off sometime tomorrow, whether it be at the end of the day or what. So this is the last time that like if you guys want to send something directly to me, that'll be the best way to do it. But you guys do not have to. I'm not asking. It's just I know there's a lot of people who are still asking, hey, is there a way that we can help? And that's the best way right now. Dark Wolf, I'm going to say it's double what it used to be, and you can look up the average rent of Utah. It's not something I'm gonna like. I'm not gonna share my exact finances with everyone. I already shared a tremendous amount more than what I probably should have. So, Ian, I'm gonna tell you right now, helmets. If you're wanting to sell prints, don't get into helmets. Are you wanting to make money to upgrade your system and be able to sell more? Or are you wanting to get into this and learn it and then move from there? Because like if you had a printer that broke down and you were fixing it and everything like that, keep that printer, don't sell it, work on getting it fixed. But if you have money right now to get a new printer, get something. Yeah, Dark Wolf, I'm not. We're stuck. For the next 4 years, at least, we're stuck. So unless something else changes and we need to get out of the States entirely, we are here. Because this is what I'll say, Ian. Your best bet is right here. You can get a full color system. Like you can get 219 can get you this one. And the mini will print you a lot of things. You may not be printing giant helmets and stuff like that, but anything that is sellable is going to fit in your hand. And this will print everything that will fit in your hand. Anything that's going to sell at, in quantities is that. And you can get a full color system. You can get the A1 Mini 3D printer color system for about $369. And when you're ready to upgrade to the larger one, this color system can be moved over to the larger one. And when you're ready to upgrade even larger from that, you would just simply, by then you'd be making enough money to do that. I'm not a fan of the SnapMaker devices simply because of how expensive they are when this does the exact same thing as a SnapMaker. Because like just the base SnapMaker thing is so expensive that it's not worth getting. You can, for the price of one SnapMaker that just 3D prints, you could buy the 3D printer with color changer, and you could probably buy 2 more things that the SnapMaker does. Does it use more space? Yes, but you could be running all 3 of those devices at the same time. You could be burning or laser etching something. You could be laser etching something, 3D printing something, and CNCing something all at once versus the SnapMaker, when the SnapMaker is like 2K or 3K. Like, how much is the SnapMaker now? Oh my god. Yeah. Fuck that. $3,000. Are you kidding? That's the standard version. You can have dual extrusion, so only 2 colors, a 40-watt laser, and a CNC machine. Great, you have 3 machines in one. For this price, you could get 3 medium level machines. You can get a CNC, you can get a small CNC that would allow you to do small things. You can get a laser etcher that can let you do most things, to be honest. And you can get a color printer that does 4 colors, 16 colors, whatever. These are so expensive. They're not worth it. They are not. That is, that's expensive. So if you're wanting to make stickers, get a EcoFlow jet printer. Hey, alternate. I hope things get a little bit better. We are here. There are 9 people on Twitch right now. Had to call a Leo. Do you mean astronomical sign, or do you mean something else? Okay, so there's a lot of things I could help you out with that one. So one of the things that I've done, we manually adjust the printer. So we do a custom, and then we find out where it is from there. Now I'm going to say this, and this is somebody who's made our own stickers and everything. Are you using heat laminate, or are you using transfer paper laminate, where you go like this and it's done, you're good? Or are you heating the laminate? Because we found that the thinner one that you put on works much better in the Cricut than the heat laminate did. And it stays on better too. That Leo. That sucks. Damn, Dark Wolf. Jeez, that's insane. That's a huge markup. We wanted to move, but we couldn't. We got stuck because of income. Like, we had the money. That was the worst part. We had the money. Now we don't. Now we definitely don't. Now we're stuck here, like I said. But we had the money to be able to like put like a real down payment on stuff and everything. But because of how we got that money, we would have had to sit. And then on top of that, we would have had to have like some type of, it was crazy. It was like, despite my income, wasn't able to register it because we needed it to be 2 years, which now makes 2 years. So we couldn't count half of my income, and my spouse would need to go back to doing DoorDash or something like that for 2 years on top of it. It's stupid. Like, we were screwed either way out of being able to. And then I couldn't, and because we didn't live there, we couldn't do that. And then we couldn't find, we were trying to rent. We couldn't find a way around that either. Okay. So this is what I'll say. This is going to sound harsh, but if your friend isn't cutting the stickers as well, that's just costing you more time and effort than it's worth. It's as bad as that sounds. We've had people offer to make our stuff and everything. Here's the big thing about this is you have to take in a lot of factors when you're running a business, a lot of them. And a big one is time. Is it worth your time to deal with this? If you're spending hours trying to cut the stickers out, it's not worth your time. Now, what I found, and see, it was the exact opposite for us. We found a good laminate, but the laminate does cost more than the hot laminate. But here's the thing that we switched to. We are now switching from making all of our stickers in-house because we were using our own stickers and testing how long that they would last in comparison to the ones that we would buy. And we just cannot compete with the ones that you can buy. So it's like, we will in-house produce a small quantity of stickers for testing purposes, selling small quantities if necessary. And going forward, we're going to be buying in bulk as much as we can these better stickers. And there's two reasons why. Here's the problem with that. It's more your ink than your laminate. And we have some good ink, but it would have to be, choose one or the other. We could either have the colors that we want to have, and I'll get there in a minute, versus more muted colors, because it was either regular ink or it was like heat transfer ink, the ink that you would put on shirts and designs and everything. So sublimation ink. And the difference between the two is UV resistant ink. That's the key thing, UV resistant. On a sticker, a UV resistant ink, waterproof ink, combined with laminate means that is now a decal. That is the kind that you slap on your car and forget about for the next 3, 5, 10, 15 years, whatever, depending on where it is and how good it is. It may stay there. We tested it out. We tested ours. We tested one that we bought. Ours were good. The ones that we bought were better. And there was an added bonus where they could actually use white toner underneath. We could not, because of how expensive it would be to set that up. As a small business, you have to decide where you're going to go, how much you're going to be putting out, that kind of stuff. So do you do the sales to justify it at all, right? Do you sell 300 stickers in a month? Do you sell 400 stickers in a year? What do you do? We make enough that we can now justify buying one of the stickers in bulk and holding on to it, and just bam, print off the rest ourselves and slowly do the transfer. Is anyone going to notice the difference? We will. No one else really will. And that's the key thing, is that the quality of each sticker will slowly go up, and we are not going to charge anymore, because we're going to buy like 1,000 stickers. And even if we don't sell all 1,000 of those stickers will be there now. Right? And because I sell 3D prints and I go, hey, you get a free this or that with the 3D print, the stickers were a bonus for a lot of people. But I started changing that because it was also one of those things where it was, really expensive to just give away a bunch of these stickers. Yeah, we don't have laser. We have jet. We have ink jets. Pure, wonderful ink. I can put UV resistant ink in it. It's just expensive. And then it's stuck. That printer has to use that type of ink going forward. Yep. And see, we have the benefit. Like I was talking about this. I did a comment on a guy's post who was, they're over like in the UK or something like that. And they're like, you should not do this if you're selling 3D prints, which was go out and buy designs. And I was like, no, you definitely can. You have to market it and everything. You have to know what you want. Like, this is actually a bad idea. And they used my comment to highlight it. And I was like, you picked the wrong guy to do that with. And I was like, I will admit, the average business person should not be doing what we're doing, which is taking the profits and buying permanent licensing without knowing if that product will sell. The reason why we can do that is that I have an audience, pre-established customer base that wants to buy things I make on my 3D printer. And I will ask them, hey, do you guys want this? Hey, what's this thing? And if I get enough responses for me to justify spending a little bit of our profit money, and it is a little bit, to buy a permanent license agreement versus the monthly one, I'm going to do that. Because then, even if I only sell a handful of these items, as long as it pays for itself, we're good. Yeah, we need to do that video. The biggest thing is I have to record the lines first. And so I'm going to pull the lines that I did off of the live stream. It's one of the things I got to sit down and do probably tomorrow. I'll be honest. I'll probably do it tomorrow. We're live here because I really wanted to test this mic out. It was eating me alive. I wanted to do things with it. I might paint that gain knob, to be honest. Although it's the first knob there. I know what it is. Yeah, I hate the per month licensing thing because we're not paying for the licensing to sell the dragons anymore. So I can't sell them anymore. I can't sell any of Cinderwing's designs currently. I'd have to go and get Night Alternate. I'd have to go and get Cinderwing's designs. And my spouse isn't currently drawing because no one was buying their art. Do you guys want to see? You guys want to see their art? Do you guys like cute cats and stuff like that? Can I log in from this? Yeah, I can. Okay. You don't? I don't hate cute cats there. So I want you guys to take into account here that my spouse was feeling depressed because we weren't getting this out, and I can't share it on half of our media sites because they don't feel comfortable doing that. Look at this. Look at this cute kitty. Look at that cute kitty, right? Look at that. Can you imagine if I paid for the white background, white toner, so that like the stars popped a little better? We figured out a way to make them pop, but it's also very, very annoying. And this sticker is actually the one that we would buy in bulk. This is actually a perfect example. Ian right here. This particular sticker is the most expensive sticker for me to print at home because of all the black. The only sticker that goes beyond that is when you look at our website, we have the little cat logo, and for free, I have a shipping label that we made that's a custom shipping label. That is the only one that's more expensive. And we figured out a way to make that cheaper. I just got to make it larger. A lot of the villain support merch, once it runs out, it's no longer going to be made. We've changed the logo, and it's just my spouse doesn't want to sell any more of it. We might still sell of course, the John stuff. You know, we have these crystal skulls. Look at these things. And so that was a big part of it, was that you have all these cute little things, and well, the manga is probably an issue, and we couldn't get them sold. Some of this stuff right here, like these little magnets and everything, I could continue making. I can't actually continue making them now that I think about it, because I don't know where all the magnets are. But like the keychain magnets and stuff like that are the ghost cats. Those are going to be a permanent thing, because I support a friend of mine on Patreon. It's like the cheapest tier, and so it allows me to continue to sell his designs. He doesn't make a design very often that I'm like, I want to sell that, but so, and I get that selling, you know, like a $4 sticker is not like everyone's cup of tea. But we try to make these as high quality as we possibly can. How they have attractive powers, right? But yeah, there's all these cool stickers, and right now the website's in maintenance mode. You guys won't be able to like buy anything. That's on purpose, because until I get that printer functional, just in case we can't find we don't actually have the sticker, or like during the moving process the stickers got damaged, we wanted to make sure that we had everything we could to make the sticker. Yeah, it's actually our most popular design that is sold by itself. And it'd be really easy to make additional designs, and it's based off of our actual cat Max. That is so during the summertime, we have to shave our cat because he's got such thick hair. It's actually detrimental to his health during the summertime. We have to actually shave him so he can cool off. So that particular cut that you see with the Mac cat, where it has the fur in certain spots, that's his cut. That's his preferred one. What we do is we shave his belly first at the start of the summer when it gets really hot, and then, you know, once that starts growing back in, then we shave the rest of him. And that's what he looks like going forward, because it's still like a universal cut afterwards. But yeah, it's very cute. And I think one of the biggest things is that we need to work on making it more accessible to everyone. And we figured out a way to do that. I actually have my own fourth wall. I just need to go and design it. I'm going to design it to look like Cosmic Kitties. I'm going to have Cosmic Kitties linked on it. And while you won't be able to buy, I'll probably make a store that has discounts for members of the fourth wall when I get everything set up on there. But not the fourth wall through Film Support, the fourth wall through Cosmic. There'll be a specific shop with specific things that you can get that will have those designs on there. And then if you want to buy something cheaper, there'll be Cosmic Kitties directly. And we'll even mention it on there. And I was like, hey, we actually have this for cheaper over at Cosmic. So when we are set up, when we have enough money to like make cups and bags and hats and stuff like that, we'll offer that, because I like creating things. And I can be like, hey, you know what? I got some time. I'm going to knock out 50 of these hats. Bam, 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 bam. Go live, have fun, make a bunch of hats, right? And then bam, I've got 50 hats in stock. Do that with the shirts, do that with cups, do that with whatever we feel like at the time. And that's how we'll go. Max is Meh Kitty. He's meh. Yeah, and that's one of the things that we were concerned with. Like, we didn't want to do Redbubble and stuff like that because they're notorious for stealing designs. But Fourth Wall has it built into its system where it won't steal your designs. Like, they straight up, they won't. And I could set it up to where I could ship out and do everything from Fourth Wall. But going on to Villainsport and being able to look on Villainsport and then going on to on my own and seeing how that works, I learned that like shipping would be a nightmare. Trying to figure out all the shipping stuff would be an absolute nightmare unless it's through like customs, like Canada and stuff like that. But this would allow an audience to buy these designs, even if we're not shipping them personally, right? And I can set things up on Big Cartel, which is where our website normally is, to ship out of state as well, and make it a little bit easier on us. But it's an additional $10 a month, and we don't make enough to justify, $35 on the website per month, on top of the taxes, on top of the fees, on top of making everything ourselves. So all the material costs and everything like that. I was like, there's not enough sales to justify that. Periodically, there is, we have, $100 to $200 in sales, like all of a sudden, or we'll get like $500 in sales. And here's the thing, that $500 in sales is like Chris or a business partner that we're working with that's like, hey, I want to buy a bunch of this stuff in bulk to turn around and sell it for myself. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Why not? Because it gives us a little extra income and allows us to buy something for the business, which is what we were doing. So I have a bunch of files. Bunch of cool things. Yeah, let's go. Can I not log in like that? One second. So why wasn't that showing? That should have. Okay, now it's showing. What the hell? Because I'll show you some of the 3D print stuff. And that's my side of the business, right? I say my side of the business. I don't get paid, technically speaking. I don't pay myself for helping out with this. The way it helps is like my spouse gets the money, that money goes back into bills and stuff, or they're able to use that money on themselves and their main check gets used on that thing. And so like the better we can make that business, the sticker, especially the sticker side, the more money that they have and the better I will feel. As bad as it sounds, because then they'll have some spending money for themselves, and I really want them to have that. That is the inbox. I don't want the inbox. I want the library. So I have a bunch of. Are you not going to show the pictures? Well, hopefully pictures will be uploaded here soon. But I have some ornaments for next Christmas. They're like Christmas Hobbit thing. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And it can even be a piggy bank. And we have mimics, candy canes. Like I have been preparing, and like you guys know, I can color these prints. It just takes me a while. And of course, I have a bunch of the Cinderwing stuff, but I don't have permission to sell it right now. So, we have, these are lampshades. These are coasters. And if we upgrade to the point to where I can do a CNC machine, I can mill those out of wood and stuff. You get like this weird hourglass thing. That's Cinderwing stuff. Honestly, probably needs to be hidden because I can't make and sell any of those. Here it is. Here's some fantasy money boxes. There's a bunch of different versions of here. It's just like a big, giant file of them. I don't know why it's not showing all of them. And then we got some minis that I can print, make, and send out. Here's a really cool one I thought you guys would like. It's little organizers. And they have a Doctor Who one. Right? They have a Doctor Who organizer for that you can like do dice and stuff. I had to find out how much it costs to make. I still have to test that out. Some dice towers, which I don't know why those aren't showing up for the pictures. I have clocks. I mentioned to everyone selling clocks. It is these more unique items that separate from the rest of everyone what they're doing and what they're selling that will change the shop dramatically. Like when I was selling the cups, which I'm going to be selling the cups again because that is allowed, like it's a free use design. The problem with the cups is that it is so much cheaper to sell them as just like a single print and maybe put some highlights on them than it is for me to print colored versions of them. The colored mugs are so expensive. And the only way I can justify them is if somebody really wants them, I do a limited run of them. I like print one or two of them and be like, hey, here's this thing. Because he never modified them. He never modified the design. So it's so annoying. Yeah. And that's the thing. I know my audience well enough. I can do that. I'm not making that. That's not me making it. That is specific. That is me finding other people that are doing these things. And then I buy the rights to sell those things. I don't like, I buy the commercial version so I don't have to credit them if I don't want to, but I'm not claiming that I made the models. I'm just printing and painting and doing whatever with the design if I paint. Yeah, I have thought of doing heat transfer prints, but again, it's a matter of getting the devices and getting that set up and then going from there. We did, Cap. So that is one of the things that I did do. That was an offer, especially if I'm like on live and I'm like, look, you can tell me this thing is $80 to like, here's the options and you can tell me the colors and it's like $80 to print, or buy because of like how much it costs to print it and how long it takes. The failure rate on those, by the way, fuck. So bad. So bad. And then you have, oh man, if I really relax the voice, it sounds so weird. Like if I relax all the way and I just don't care where anything is at, it's so weird. I don't like it though. It feels weird to me to relax the voice to the point to where it doesn't sound like I want to talk. And that's because you're like, yeah. I found a really good one that can do hats, shirts, and mugs. It's really highly rated, but again, it's like $300, and the space that it occupies is the problem. So that doesn't work like that, Jack. So I'm not hand painting these. I need to. There are a couple people here in chat, I think, who have gotten the mugs, but I can show you the mug. Can I show you on the modeling software? Or does that need to be updated? I haven't opened Bamboo Studios in a while. Yeah, sure, that's fine. So I don't think Yeah, I have the project saved, so that's not the issue. I'd have to pull up and find the project again, though. There's the skull planters. Those are nice, but I've had issues with those. Where are you? Coasters. Another thing that we'll be making is like, I can make some other stuff now. What the hell? Capel, big print, Clover, and Cubic. Well, this ain't good. Where are you? There's a bismuth dragon. I can print and sell that, but that's not what I wanted. It should be here, but I think it's here. So this is a slight issue. Back scratcher. I have it saved. I know I do. But it's a matter of finding it since I haven't opened it up in a while. I gotta show you it. And I'm having a hard time finding it. It's not in my downloads, right? I didn't accidentally leave it there, did I? No, I didn't leave it there. Control, brick spacer, sword mount. No. No. Critter. Hat rack. No. It should be in the stickers and stuff. But I'm not finding it. That's not good. It might be just in the bamboo area. Might have accidentally saved it here. Give me a moment, everyone. I'm actively searching here. Found it! I think it's this one. That villain member 3D print stuff, kind of. Just give me a minute. I was working on a lot of things, and then the logo changed, and like the biggest problem was like once the logo changed. So when we changed the logo, like I was in the middle of it, and I was like, do we want me to finish making this or wait until the logo changes? And then it took months to get the logo, and then I was like, yeah. Yep. You can't do it on any. There's like specific ones. Okay. Let's show this off here. And this thing it's not small. It's not a small cup, mind you, either. Okay. So you have all these designs. I have different cups. This one's honestly, this cup over here is honestly the better of the designs just because it would print so much faster, but I was currently in the process of like trying to figure out how to lower the amount of filament that it was using. Because it wasn't much better than this. It just printed faster than it. But like I can print this a solid color and I can use buffer and buff stuff into it and buff the highlights, right? But just printing just that cup as a single color, if I can get my computer to catch up with us. Wow, you are taking a while today. What do we need to close out to make you speedy? There we go. That's a little bit better. You've been watching the TikToks? Like mine specifically, or do you mean like Villain Support TikTok? Bunch of the ghost cats. Dark, yeah, I need to find all the magnets and like confirm the sizes because I really did enjoy making the ghost cats. The ghost cats are incredibly easy to make. It's one of the reasons they're so cheap too, is because one, I don't count the monthly charge because it's not something I'm concerned about. So, and yeah, I do need these supports. I found out the hard way that like I do need them. There's a few of them I can get rid of, and it's not going to affect the quality too much. I'd have to re-experiment with it. 12 hours for a single print. 198.33 grams of filament. Not bad, right? I have different versions of the color, but this is the one that was the most popular, where it had this top and bottom, the dragon with the individual color in the middle. This one was the one that was expensive. This was the one I think that was close, like 70, 80 bucks. And I have a calculator that I use that I input how much my filament is. The ghost cats are like $1. The ghost cats are incredibly inexpensive for me to make. I think the magnet ones are a little bit more expensive because the magnets themselves, and I have to stop the print midway to do it. But the great thing about the ghost cat one is I can print that on my single printer. I just have to manually change out the filament. So much easier when I use my filament changer one. But yeah, the ghost cats are incredibly easy to make. I even have like bookmarks that I can print off. 3 days. This takes so fucking long to print. And if it fails, it just sucks. There's not a whole lot that you can do if it decides to fail. And I can't fix that bottom insert either. I've tried. It's the way it was modeled. So, like, there's a lot of things I can do to downgrade the stuff, but it takes almost 2 kilograms of filament. We are $1,300. Yeah. So it's like $32 just to make. There's this one right here. I think it's a slightly better version. And then you have we had different ones, but each one was just a little bit more pricey than the last one. Like this one is nice. It's, 3 colors, not bad, right? This one's 2 colors. It's even better. A single color isn't bad. Where they're printed and how they're printed, do I print the inside? Do I not print the inside? It made a huge, huge difference. Each one individually just took its time, and it was one of those things where, yeah, it was so harsh. Yeah, good. It's not available right now because like I have to go and find them. I have to check if I even like have white filament right now. and then I have to find the magnets. But yeah, I like them. I like the designs quite a bit. They fit our store is one of the biggest things. Anything that's like cat like the bookmarks, the ghost cats and stuff like that. I really wanted. We're going to be making coasters that are Star Wars theme and stuff like that. And the way we're going to get away with that is utilizing the parody laws and things like that that allow me to make things without. Yeah, no, I'm not going to save them. Save that modified. What was that? $10 one is a shot glass. I don't make shot glasses with 3D prints. I will never make and sell a food grade item with 3D printing. And if I do make something with 3D printing as a food grade item, which I know the statistics and the research behind it, even if I turned around and made it so that I can pour resin in it and make it from there, I'm never going to do that. I will never claim anything that I sell as food grade. Just not going to do that. Not going to invite that in, and it's not something I feel comfortable selling. I don't like. It's a different story if, like, on Fourth Wall, they make it in a shop that's qualified and able to do it, and you buy it through Fourth Wall. And it's like, yeah, you can buy my merch. It's a cup, and you can use that cup to drink from. That's great. I'm not going to do that. Now, heat transferring something onto a cup that I bought and I put a sticker effectively on it, don't mind doing that. But I will not make something out of resin and do that. Now, if I had started modeling clay and fired that and was making that, sure. But outside of that, nope. Dark Wolf Nova. Yeah, it's good to know. It'll be a while. Me and my spouse want to get the shop back up and running by the end of the month. We just have a lot of things on our plate right now, and a lot of things got set to the side because of the weekend. Like, this was going to be the weekend that they have their desk. I was going to set it up. I didn't get to do that. This was going to be the weekend that we're going to start working on getting the business area all figured out, because their old desk that they're currently using is going to come downstairs, and that used to be where a lot of the business stuff was, so it makes sense to just put it back there again. That's probably not going to happen, because there's like a table that I might be able to grab, but I have to ask if I can get it or not. It's not really, and since I already have the dining table will go upstairs. It has chairs. That other table is not the greatest tables. It's a little bit wobbly. I'll probably have to put some cardboard underneath it or something, but it would be fine for like packing and shipping items and having the storage stuff set up on it, and setting up the business stuff across the board. It's like, hey, boom, boom, print off of this, cut, do that, pack it, ship it, get it out. It makes sense setting up the area like that. But it's a matter of like getting it all done. So the Death Star, yeah. It's let me show you that. Oh, pardon me. Where are you? I need to get things when I figure them out. That's the key rings. There we go. So that's getting pulled up right now. So this would be a colored print, right? And it's just a coaster. It's just a plastic little coaster. And I've got ones of dragons and stuff that I recently bought with a lifetime use. And I can make this with my A1. And the next one is the Stormtrooper. I downloaded that one. And we've avoided printing and selling these things for a while because of copyright law and everything. But we've recently looked more into it and what we could and what we could not do. And I was like, we're not going to sell them through Villain Support. It'll be through Cosmic Kitties. And at any point that we get told, hey, you can't sell these anymore, we're just going to stop selling them. It'll be sad. But one of the key things is Star Wars won't appear in the name at all. Key things is changing the names. That's Star Wars. Yeah, I might not be able to sell this one. This one is like Moon. It'll be weird. And I can't make this stuff. I'm not good at modeling yet. I've modeled a couple small things for necessities reasons. I'm really proud that I was able to make some very simple models for that. I've modified models plenty of times. Modify them, paint them, that kind of stuff. And I say paint them, I mean paint them in multiple ways. Like I can hand paint something for everyone. And I mentioned that because people are like, why don't you hand paint, make the mug a solid color, and then hand paint that? And I was like, because that would cost you more. That would cost you so much more than me having it be printed. Not to mention, although it's just a coaster where you stick a can in there, and I don't mind painting something like that, I have experience painting that, and that's got so much detail that, like, I could not in good conscience be like, hey, yeah, buy this, and like 3 months from now, then it'll show up on your door. So it'd have to be something that I make in advance. I have a bunch of them made, and then I sell them. And then I have to sit on that inventory that entire time, which I don't mind doing. But I don't know how much that would actually sell. Right. Yeah. I have two. I have my very reliable workhorse, my P1P. It definitely needs some maintenance. I just keep not maintaining it. That's on me. I need to bring it in and set it down and clean it up and re-level it and maintain and do a bunch of stuff to it. And then I have the A1, and it works great. Both printers have paid for themselves in one way or another. The P1P paid for itself in practical prints alone. Yeah, that's another thing, Sage. It's the arthritis that really does me in. I said I was going to be live for a little while. How many people do we have over on Twitch? We have 5 people on Twitch. Justin just donated $300. Oh my God. I don't know when he did that. That was an hour ago. Wow. That's Bill. Jeez. How much is how much did the fee take out? 291. Aha, screw you, GoFundMe. No way you needed to take out like $8 of fees. Come on now. Still, that's gonna kill the Affirm bill. That's gonna help out a lot. Captain Jack, thank you. Yeah, it's okay, guys. And like I said, like it's not that you don't need much to get affiliate. You really don't. Affiliate's not the path to affiliate isn't the hard part. Like once you get enough people talking in there, you will make that easily. Like getting 3 to 4 people constantly, you're constantly streaming, you'll be able to do that. It's the path to partner where you need an average of 75 viewers, that's going to be difficult. Getting to partner is going to be a lot more difficult. But getting to affiliate is another source of income. It means that I can talk to Chris and we can be like, hey, we should stream more. It's monetized. What do we do? How do we do it? Where do we want to go from there? But as I mentioned, I'm more of the streamer. I've built up a tolerance for it, for one. Two, it's just a little bit easier for me to do so. He's mentioned plenty of times that he has a hard time, and I have this time too, hard time being able to just make conversation out of nowhere. It's much easier when he's got somebody to talk to, riff about, go on there, see the comments and talk, than if there's nothing going on. That can be really hard. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. There's 6 now. Yeah, Dark Wolf. That's another thing. The reason why I show the process online of the 3D prints so much is because people think that it's point, click, and print, and that you're done. And for some of the stuff, it is that easy. For a lot of the functional prints that you're not worrying about what color it is or the quality, as long as it functions, that is what it's like. But if it has a moving part, if you want it to look nice, if you want it to be a certain quality, if you want it to look a certain way because if you want different colors, it's so much more involved after that. Is it still easier than hand carving? Absolutely. But I would argue you could do the same thing with a CNC machine. You're just using a different material. I'm using plastic, you're using wood or metal or something like that. But we're both using a machine that effectively prints. One prints material, adds material. One takes material away. So that's the big difference there. But then people will be like, oh, well, they used a CNC machine. They still made it. They just still designed it. Or if they didn't design it, they still made it. They still did this. And I'm like, I did too. Like I hand paint. I've hand painted a lot of things. And yet you don't count that? You don't count the literal hours I spent painting? That's fucked up. Yeah, effectively, yeah. Additive versus attractive paint printing. Yeah, that's the reason why I want to get things set up. I got a lot of stuff to do for villain support. I have to decide what to do tomorrow or later today, I guess. And that's going to be, do I sit down, write a bunch of scripts, or do I just sit down and film? And I'm leaning more towards filming. If I'm up to it, I'm going to film. If I don't feel like filming, I will go and write scripts and stuff like that. And maybe I'll talk to Chris and be like, hey, Chris, can't go live because we won't get anything done. Let's, if you've got some time to hang out, let's work on some stuff. I'd love to get some input, write down a couple of these scripts and help each other out and get this done and knock out some content and push forward, And as far as stuff on my own channel goes, that's lackluster. It was really depressing to lose all those hours. And I have a way to get them back, but it takes work, a lot of work. And right now, again, I'm more focused on villain support and a bunch of other stuff than I am monetizing that particular channel. Well, we are at hour 40. Where I'm going to wrap it up here because it is 12:12. I'm going to go get a drink of water. I'm going to sit down. Kids should be asleep. I'm going to relax and quiet for a while, do some reading, and probably pass out. Yeah, you do have to have fun with the process. Biggest thing I find is that when I'm struggling with the creative process, that sometimes my best option is to just do something. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's editing, script writing, if it's just me popping on live and filming a random video and that's going to be the video for the day. Doesn't matter what it is. I just need to do something. And I've got several scripts and several ideas and things like that I need to do. It's just a matter of going for it. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the breakfast streams right now. And I go live at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is the best time for me to go live on average because it's when the kids go to school. Most of the people are asleep, even if like they're going to get ready for school. They haven't headed out yet. But I will make something and go from there. If the kids are home for the day, I'm probably making something for the kids as well. I'm trying to lean into not cleaning during the stream, but I don't mind if I clean. I'm like you guys have seen pretty much my entire kitchen and living room. Not living room, dining area. You've seen some of the living room. So, and like when I get the table, that's going to be the new place where I sit down and eat with everyone and do the stream properly. It's going to be really nice to be able to sit down comfortably at a table versus the big giant kitchenette thing, bar area, whatever. But anyways, this stream doesn't get privated. The breakfast streams do. They're members only after the stream has been live, but during the stream, I do not monetize it outside of what Twitch might allow us to do. And I don't keep it away from anybody. Like if you pop on Twitch and you want to rewatch it, you can pop onto Twitch and rewatch any of the ones that are available, but they'll eventually fade off into Neverland. Outside of that, you know, YouTube channels and stuff will have them available. So that's it. We're done. I'm starting to lose focus. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I wish you all an Acme Day. Have an Acme Day. It simply means to have the best day that you possibly can. Have an Acme Day as a product of Dylan. Have an Acme Day will be retroactively built to your account and have an Acme Day. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity of body and spirit, and harmony among others. And until the winds blow your sails my way again, have a great day.